and me and my guest here have kind of had a problem connecting because I've been busy or he's been busy. But anyway, so we're here with the longest wait for cold hard facts that there's ever been. Sitting here with Damion. How's it going? All right, I gotta pull up these questions here. How are things in your neck of the woods? Right. Yeah, yeah. I've kind of, like I said, I've been working a lot of overtime. We usually work 8 to 5, but we've been working 6 to 5 lately. So I've been having to get up at like 4. By the time I actually get home from work, like I spend a little bit of time with the kid, and I'm ready to crash. Really, if you don't mind me asking, what do you do? Nice. I just wanted. Can you do me a favor quick and just double check your party settings and make sure you have your voice allowed to be shared? I forgot to do that with Larry, and like we talked for like a half hour before my buddy texted me and was like, "Dude, I can't hear the other guy." I was like, "Oh shit."
Oh yeah, it's on always allowed now. It wasn't before. Shit.
That's all right. See, it's a good thing I brought that up because we didn't get to any of the questions yet, and um, yeah, like I said, that happened with Larry, and we talked for like a half hour and got through like a decent chunk of the questions, and all of a sudden my buddy texted me and was like, "Dude, I can't hear the other guy." It was like, "Shit." So, um,
That would have
for the
been terrible.
for those who missed it, you said that on the weekends you're a bouncer, and during the week you.
Yeah, on my full time, I'm a just a security guard. I work for a Prudential, sell insurance, but yeah, that's really it. The
Cool.
weekend I'm bouncing at the club. Yeah.
That's cool. Can I ask what club you bounce at, or can you not like say?
Nah, it's cool. It's a club called Porter. During the days, it's like a pizza restaurant, but at night they have three levels. They got a bar when you first walk in, and a bar in the back. You go downstairs, it's another bar, and then when the sun comes out, they got a rooftop bar. So it's pretty
What?
cool. Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to fucking make a road trip. That sounds crazy. Well, like I mean, I'm from Minnesota, and I've only been to like surrounding states. What the hell? Did I video call you on accident?
I think I caught you by accident.
Oh, anyways. But yeah, so I've only been to like North Dakota, South Dakota, Wisconsin. I'm like the very tip of Iowa.
Whoa.
So I'm gonna get to the questions here. Question number one's gonna be, what is your favorite NFL team?
Oh man, my favorite NFL team is the Jets, man.
Really, I've never met a Jets fan.
Yeah, it definitely builds character.
Yeah, being a Vikings fan actually isn't all that it's cracked up to be either. Fucking, someone just made a documentary called Wide Left about the last 20 years of the Vikings on YouTube.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
do.
damn, that's
When
funny.
I seen that, I was like, really? Come on.
Yeah, man, I growing up a Jets fan was uh it was some tough times. People like to clown you from the rip. Like I don't, the Jets were notoriously known for being bad throughout my youth, and still to this day they fucking suck. But I love them.
Yeah,
I love them.
that kind of. I mean, the same with the Vikes. I mean, like Well, okay, well, see, the thing is I really didn't start following the Vikes until when Brett Favre came here because when I was a little kid, I liked the Vikings when I was like really young, but then like someone told me the Vikings suck and I should be a Packers fan, and I was young and easily influenced. So I was a Packers fan for like a little bit, I guess. I never really watched any games. I tried to, but I fell asleep because I was like, second grade. And then like I got
Uh,
back into football when the whole Brett Favre thing happened, just because it was like such a big deal when like they cut off TV when his plane landed in Minnesota. Like it was breaking news. Like Brett Favre was in town, and so
wow.
yeah, so like that's what like made me a fan, I guess, of football. And then obviously it was just like I'm a homer, so it was like, well, Vikings home team, and I haven't missed a game
Yeah.
since. So
Listen, I was always a football fan. Me picking the Jets really was just about me rooting for the underdog. I don't know why I was always like that, but that's the way it started. I'm like, everybody saying the Jets suck. That's my team. I want them to win.
right. God, I gotta get back to the questions here because someone messaged me, so like I go back to them. You would think I'd have these memorized by now. Anyways, so question number two is gonna be when you play Madden, like what is your favorite defensive formation and why?
Defensive formation. It's either nickel or I like what's it, the Dom, the 2-3-6.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Why? Because yeah, I love that formation because you got a linebacker and you got a safety in the box.
Yep.
Um,
Yeah, that's what I like about it too, because that safety is it's nice to have that speed there sometimes.
exactly. Such if you don't got that 88, 89 speed linebacker, that safety is good to use it with. So yeah, that's basically my one of my favorite defensive formations.
Okay, so question number three is anyways, I've this question should have been rewritten by now, but it's not. So, um, feel free to ask any questions about the situation. But it's 4th and 3 in the final seconds of the Super Bowl, and you're 15 yards away from scoring and winning. What play do you call to seal the deal, and why?
Oh man, I mean, it definitely depends on what I've been getting the entire game. I can't just pick a play because not everything works. You feel me? Definitely depends on my opponent, what his tendencies were throughout the game. Yeah, I don't really have like that. That's hard.
Right.
Like if I'm playing Ron, it's just to use him as an excuse. Oh, not excuse as a example. He mixes up his coverage a lot, so he would show me one thing like the first half, and I'm thinking he's in man, he's blitzing, but it's a max. Just pick a play. You feel me? But if
Yep.
I'm picking somebody, if I'm playing somebody that's mediocre or not that good, it's easy to expect. So I don't
Okay.
makes any sense. Yeah.
This fucking controller better not die. I don't like just recently this week it started acting up and like I don't know. I'm gonna hope here. But anyways, question number four is what are your top three albums?
Whoa. Oh man, it's way too many. Uh, Number one on the list. I'm like a huge. Let's try to mix it up. I actually really like this album from Blue and Exile called what the fuck was it called? Below or Beneath the Heavens, one of the two. Hold up, let me check this. I got it right here. Yeah, Below the Heavens. That was like one of my favorite albums. I listened to that throughout college. After I finished college, it was It's definitely one of my top albums. And
Okay.
also anything really Little Brother. I don't know if you're familiar with Little Brother. They're like a two-man group out of North Carolina. Um, predominantly produced, like the album's produced by this producer called Knife Wonder. That's like one of my favorite groups, Little Brother. You check them out. I don't know how big you are with hip hop, but that's definitely one of my favorite albums. All the albums is one of my favorites.
I mean, I pretty much listen to anything. Give anything a try. Um, I was gonna say, I'll listen to them, but do you do you watch Conan ever?
Conan, the Barbarian, nah.
No, Conan O'Brien, the talk show host.
Oh, Conan O'Brien, no. I mean, by accident, yeah. I don't just go look and watch it. No.
Oh, I was gonna say if you watch that, the band that's gonna be on there tonight is actually the lead singer's from Minnesota. They're pretty cool. They're like a folk rock. You should check them out if you're into that kind of
Okay.
thing. Um, but yeah, actually, that's actually been the hardest question so far because everyone I've asked has given me I want to say Ron gave me like 5 albums. Cody gave me like different categories with 3 albums in it, and Larry just he gave me a lot of albums too. So
Yeah, it's way too many, man.
yeah, I know. Like, to be honest, if I couldn't even answer that question. So that's why when people are like, "Oh boy," it's like, that's cool. Just name a few. It's all good. So did you like that? What that dude that Bennett's comments about Tom Brady's jersey and Tupac being as you're a Tupac fan? Where he said the
Um,
FBI can find his jersey, but they can't solve who killed Tupac or Biggie.
I didn't see that, but that's funny though. I saw
Oh,
another one that was, on a more serious note. I don't want to bring Dark into the interview, but they was talking. It was like a comparison with them finding the jersey, will not be able to find the girls that were actually being abducted in Washington D.C.
huh.
I don't want to bring Dark to. Like I said, I'm
Oh
gonna bring
no,
Dark
that's
to it,
cool.
but
That's actually
that's
a good point because you think about that, the Tom Brady thing's a huge deal. Where you
yeah.
don't, I don't know,
It
media
was
is.
like 14 girls like abducted in like 10 days. Like it was wild.
Yeah, see, that's nuts. I don't know, kind of fear for the world that could possibly become. Not to get dark, but anyway, we're gonna move
Yeah,
on.
moving along.
Next question is what is your favorite beer or liquor? Question number 5.
Beer, beer. I could drink any beer really. I don't have a favorite, but liquor. I cannot drink light liquor. I don't mess with light liquor. That's Ciroc, vodka, none of that. I can't mess with that. I like dark liquor, Parmesan, Hennessy, anything dark. I don't know why, but anything light sits on my stomach and it just sits there like the next day, and I still feel it. Dark
Right.
shit, I drink it, I'm good. The next day, it just wears off quicker.
Yeah. See, when it comes with liquor, Jägermeister is one that I can't drink anymore because I almost died off of it once. But for
Ooh.
beer, if it's cold, I really haven't had a cold beer that I don't like, except for like I've said before on the show, Guinness. Guinness beer is gross.
Mm, that's dark beer, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you can almost chew it.
yeah. I don't think it's that thing, but yeah.
But yeah, no, the Jägermeister thing. One time, when I was like 17, I got bet that I couldn't chug like a whole 750 milliliter bottle, and I tried. Didn't turn out good because I did that and chased it with butterscotch schnapps, and I remember waking up just with my head in the toilet. I probably should have
What
gone to
is
the
that?
hospital.
You said butterscotch what?
Schnapps.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell. It sounds like it might be this guy. Uh, I don't want. It was this running back from Penn State. He had us all at a bar, and he ordered a drink called Buttery Nipples, and it was actually like it was like a butterscotch shot. Like I don't. That's probably the same thing, but that shit, it was
Yeah,
good.
it pretty much tastes similar.
Yeah.
But question number 6 is: do you have any Madden rituals? Like, is there anything that you do like that you have to do before a game?
Um. I guess this could be a ritual. I check everything. I check injuries. I check depth chart. I check stats. I like this. I like to see, try to get a visual of what my opponent likes to do. If I see he turns the ball over a lot, that makes me think, oh, he likes to force things. If I see he likes to target one wide receiver a lot or a running back a lot, I have to account for that. That one wide receiver, that one running back. That's just something that I have to do. I check the depth chart. I check man coverages on my the cornerbacks I'm playing, the safeties zone. I check everything, so I know what his weakness is. I try to game plan from there. Like I don't have a specific game plan that I just run with every week. Whatever I think you weak at, that's what I'm attack.
Okay.
But I got to check all that shit prior to me playing.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when I first came into the league, I got a win against you, and that was about it. I think the last couple times
Yeah,
we've played,
you,
you've beat
you
me.
you caught me slipping because I was like I didn't expect you to do, not I'm not gonna say that I was expecting you to suck, but I didn't expect you to win like that. You kept catching with the verticals and the
Yeah, dude, that
and
was cause
I forced a lot of shit on offense. I remember that game.
oh, dude, yeah, because I remember that was when I made my first post-game press conference video, and I did the phone call with Teddy Bridgewater. That was classic.
Yeah, man, they clown me a lot.
I know I would like to go back to doing post-game press conference videos, but the thing with that is like if I'm going to keep doing it, I'd like to be able to like have an actual nice camera on a tripod where I could put on my computer, edit it instead of just using my cell phone all the time.
Mm.
So maybe eventually I'll go back to it. We'll see how long I play Madden for, because some days it's almost like, why do I play this game? Uh,
Yeah, we all been there.
yeah, just out of my, because like we're almost to question 7 here, but kind of an impromptu question. Like, do you follow the NFL like really closely? Like, do you like kind of, because like you keep the headlines in your news feed on Facebook, kind of thing, or do you just kind
Yeah,
of, so do you follow the NFL pretty close?
yeah.
Okay, so that's going to lead me to my next question, which you don't have to answer, but I'm going to ask it. Just because it's a hot topic, what do you think about the Colin Kaepernick deal? Do you think he's being blackballed, or do you think it's just because he's like asking for too much? Because I read that he wants like 10 million roughly, and like wants to be a starter.
Um, I mean, it's hard, but when you think about teams that are actually interested in Johnny Manziel, I know I hate to compare, but that's what's going on right now. It's hard for me to think otherwise. I mean,
Right.
Colin Kaepernick, he had his ups and downs, but he did go to the Super Bowl. He's still very athletic.
Yeah, I
Johnny
mean
Manziel has been nothing but trouble like since he
right.
came to the league, and he's still getting a chance. I don't see why Kaepernick is not getting a shot.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I'm not disagreeing by any means, because like, Colin Kaepernick, when Harbaugh took him, was coaching and they went to the Super Bowl. I mean, dude was awesome. He was on fire. He had, he was all over the place. It seemed like, and then, he kind of just he had a rough year after that, and I don't think he really ever truly recovered, because he really didn't get a chance to, because he came out with a really impressive rookie year, and I mean that's a lot of pressure to kind of keep living up to, I think, and um, I think it is surprising that he hasn't been signed, because like, I understand some people didn't like the whole national anthem deal, but as far as I know, it's not like a written rule in the NFL rulebook that you have to stand for the national anthem. So it is what it is. I mean, there's always going to be people who like something and people who don't like something.
Yeah.
And, it just, to me, it's kind of a shitty deal, because I kind of feel like he is being blackballed because, the Bears signed Mike fucking Glennon for 3 years at like $45 million. Like, Mike Glennon. Like,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. And the fucking Jets, who did we sign? Josh McCown. Like,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah,
It's
and I heard
hard,
like
man.
they were interested in Jay Cutler, and it's like, why? Like, I don't know. And yeah, and when I seen the thing about Johnny Manziel too, I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, can this guy just go away already? Like, I liked Tim Tebow when Tebow Mania was a big deal, but then after a little while, it was like, okay, we're done with the Tim Tebow, and like, he still pops up in headlines because he's playing baseball. It's like, stop,
Yeah, Tebow's
just
not going
stop.
anywhere.
But yeah, let's see. Okay, question number 7. What teams in MLG would you like to see either make playoffs, like make conference champs for the Super Bowl, or face each other in the Super Bowl?
Hmm. Definitely. One of my favorite games to watch is B Dot versus Larry. It's a lot of gadgets that these two use, and in different ways. But it's definitely must see TV, man. When they play, it's you never know who's gonna win.
Right.
That's one matchup. Another matchup I always like to see is Eda versus Ron. That shit right there is a rivalry in itself.
Yeah.
Um, who else? I haven't seen E Dub and B Dot play, but that would be a good matchup also. But yeah, those three really. LE versus B Dot, E Dub versus Ron, or B Dot versus E Dub. Those games would be crazy.
Okay. Um, let's see where the hell. Question 8. Is there any MLG player that you prefer to play, and how come? Like, is there a player in the league that you see him on the schedule and you're like, cool, I can't wait to play this guy because maybe you know how he plays kind of like the back of your hand, so you have an idea basically of what's coming, so it makes for a good game?
Hmm. Who I prefer to play? Probably Dorian.
Oh yeah,
Dorian, the Panthers, man. Yeah, I love
Dorian
playing
getting
that guy.
Dorian getting a little love for the first time on Cold Hard Facts. I like
I
I,
love playing that guy, man.
I like Dorian. I
It's,
mean, his videos, contrary to some belief, I mean, yeah, they kind of went a little far, but at the same time, I mean, it's just a goofball.
yeah, that's one guy. Like when I play him, I can never really get a read on him because every time we play, he switches up something. It's something different about him every time we play. I've
Right.
yet to see him do like this the same thing consistently. Granted, he does have some of the same plays, and I know when they're coming. But every time I play him, there's always something new wrinkled in there somewhere, and he always throws me off.
I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm surprised my wife hasn't come in here and started talking a bunch of shit about this radio show, because like she's been playing this game on her phone called March of Empires. It's an RTS, a real time strategy game, and she like talks to these people with a headset in on her phone about like attacking castles and gathering troops, and I'll like I'll like walk by or whatever when she's playing this, and I'll talk a bunch of shit to her. I'll be like, like, we need to slay the Dark Lord of the Underrealm.
Hey, yeah.
And and she was
Don't
the
put it in
one.
the air, man. She gonna come in that room. You go wish you ain't say that.
Nah, I'm pretty sure she's out on the porch, so I don't have to worry too much about that. But yeah, she told me the one night she got all mad. She's like, you know what? The next time you're doing your Madden show, I'm gonna come in there and just talk all kinds of shit. And it hasn't happened yet, and we're at question number
That would have
9.
been fun though.
For any future guests that could be listening right now, could happen. Just so everybody's aware. um, Question number 9. Outside of Madden, what is your favorite thing to do? Like, do you got a hobby? Um, you know,
Um, Outside of Madden, really, I just love being a dad, man. That's really it. Outside of Madden, I just love spending as much time as I can with my son.
yeah, man. I see you like post on your personal page a lot of stuff about that. It's pretty cool, man. That's awesome. I know, like, I feel the same way. Like, right now that late spring, summer's around the corner. That means one of the big things around here that we can go do is like go to dirt track racing or the drag races. And Aubrey, my daughter, she loves that stuff. I don't know if she enjoys it because she actually likes the cars, or if she enjoys it because like she can like break my wallet because of all the snacks that kid can eat.
The kids love their snacks, man.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of a pushover. It's hard to say no, being that we don't go every weekend. We go every so often or whatever. And she just, can I have a corn dog? Can I have this? It's like, yeah, all right, let's go.
Yeah, my
So,
son's thing is nuggets. He loves chicken nuggets.
dude, I love chicken nuggets. In fact, last night, I was asking my sister-in-law and one of my buddies, like, have you ever thought about the fact that it's kind of messed up that it's called popcorn chicken and not just mini nuggets? Because when I look at popcorn chicken, I don't exactly think like popcorn. I think like these are little nuggets that just require more work into eating processed chicken than there has to be.
This is like a real thought, like
Yeah, I should start a petition and see if it makes it to the White House to change it from popcorn chicken to mini nuggets,
mini nuggets.
mini nugs, whatever. So we're already at question number 10. I think this is gonna probably be one of the quicker shows because like Ron and I talked for like I think it was almost over an hour. Cody and I talked for a good 45 minutes. Larry and I was about 40. I think me and you are around like 30. Number 10. Do you have, and if you do, who is your favorite NFL player and why?
uh, you mean like that's in the league right now, or just all time?
All time.
All time, my favorite NFL player is Curtis Martin, running back that for the Jets. Why? I don't know, man. It just seemed like he was a workhorse. Whatever team that we had, whatever line that we had, it didn't matter. He stayed consistent, and you know he's in the Hall of Fame now. So
Yeah.
Curtis Martin, that's my favorite player right there, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's I don't know, when it comes to me, I guess obviously one of my favorite NFL players is going to have to be AP, and it's really weird to think he's going to not be to accept the fact he's not going to be a Viking next year. And I don't know where he's going to end up.
I'm thinking he's going to end up with the Giants, man.
You think
Giants
so?
need a running back. Yeah, that's
Well,
that's a power move right there.
I seen that um, he was working out with Jameis Winston, and now people are speculating that the Buccaneers could sign him. And he's said before that he'd like to play in Tampa along with New York, but yeah, I don't know, man. It's kind of odd. It's just like it's kind of like bittersweet because like it sucks because he's been a Viking for the last 10 years and a lot of fucking great memories watching that guy, and it sucks because it's like or I mean like it's okay because it's almost like I was getting to the point where it was just kind of the last few years just seemed like nothing but drama with that guy. We had the whole kid thing, and then the whole thing with his agent, and then now he doesn't feel appreciated and this and that. So it's like it's almost like maybe it's just time.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about AP, I think that I would always think that he would retire a Viking, man. That's just somebody that you don't let go. Granted,
Yeah,
he's been hurt. he hasn't had a consistent year in a while, but
And that's the thing. He's 32, but like, me and my dad, my dad is like, um, he's a huge Vikings fan. He's a huge Minnesota fan, like, and that's kind of where I get it from. Um, we were talking the one day about, it's like, yeah, he's 32, but like, it's just kind of hard to say like for sure that he's gonna suck next year. Like, there's still that part of me that thinks like, watch, he'll sign with somebody and he'll just go all out, and it'll be like, God damn it.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking, man.
Because like I don't know, I wasn't upset with the Latavius Murray signing. Like that's cool, but then I was reading too that like because the Vikings worked out that Mixon from Oklahoma, and that they really like him, and it's like here comes more controversy.
Yeah, Murray's I mean, he's like a AP clone, really, when you think about it.
Right,
But he's not AP, but he's sort of kind of like AP is a whole different monster, man. Like when he's healthy, he's a whole different monster, and he was like that since day one, since he came to the league. Y'all had him out there doing kick returns. He was an animal. He's a whole different monster, man.
right. Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just man, it's been kind of a wild off season because is Brock Osweiler still technically a Brown, or did they actually release him already?
Um, Honestly, not even too sure.
Because I remember reading that like there was a good chance that they were just gonna cut him eventually, and because they were gonna like the Browns were ready to go all in on going for Jimmy Garoppolo.
Mm,
So that's like I don't know. The Browns, it's one team
yeah,
I'd like to actually see do something one year, like instead of suck.
yeah, it's like they're always competing for the first round pick
Yeah.
every year, but
Speaking of
eventually
quarterbacks,
they'll get it.
RG3's still out there. I don't know. I felt like that's another guy who hasn't exactly gotten a fair chance. Because he had a badass rookie year, and then he got hurt, and then he just kind of, that was it.
Yeah, that's it. He's always hurt. Nobody wants to pay for somebody that's consistently injured. Like that's a whole different aspect of the game, man. He's good, but will he give you 4 games, 5 games?
Right.
Nobody wants that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's a crazy world in the NFL. I think that's my biggest problem. I follow it so closely is just because like there's always something going on, and like the draft is 4 weeks away from today, which the Vikings don't have a first round pick, but I don't know. I got a feeling that they're gonna get back into the first round. Vikes are always willing to trade. Slick Rick.
Probably get the Browns. They always give their shit up.
No, I read that. I read that this year the Browns weren't going to give up the first overall pick or whatever. What pick do the Jets have? Do you know?
I think we have the sixth pick.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about the upcoming draft prospects, but it's always kind of interesting to see who gets drafted. I've seen some stuff here and there, but to me there really hasn't been no huge names. Usually by now there's a lot of talk about certain guys, but there really hasn't been that. It seems like everything's been more free agency focused.
Yeah, yeah. The draft talk is really it's sort of kind of watered down right now. But the closer we get to it, the more hype they're going to bring to it. They need their money. They need those views.
Right.
But
Yeah.
as far as the prospects, I can't really think anybody that's like overly hyped besides Miles Garrett. He's an animal. But
Yeah, I seen something
outside,
about him
outside of
today.
him is yeah, outside of him is pretty even. Like
Yeah, because
anybody
what
can.
what position does Miles Garrett play?
He played DN. I don't know if he's gonna play DN or outside linebacker in the league, but
I've seen that
he's
guy. He
he's
looks huge, man. Like, because like it was an interview with him talking about like what he's gonna do with his money in the NFL, and he was saying how he's gonna like pretty much spoil his parents. But that dude looked
mm,
big. I was like, holy shit.
yeah. He's a beast, man. You remember how Von Miller was when he came out?
Yeah,
This guy's gonna be that type of level.
yeah, I know it. I don't know. I'm just ready for the next season to start because it's already been a pretty interesting off season. But
Okay, so let's talk. Let me see. Let me see. Let me go MLG real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Real quick.
all right, were you hitting up that toggle guy for me?
No, I'm saying the standing. I think I'm still undefeated right now. I'm 6-0.
Yeah, because you're the Saints, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right now I'm actually because when I stream, I usually show the standings and like it's you, the Dolphins, and the Hawks and the Niners that are undefeated.
Damn. Yeah, I gotta play B dot. So that's a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, when you're undefeated, everything's a big game because you want to keep that undefeated streak. Where I don't know, man. I thought drafting that wicked quarterback was gonna do me some favors, and it hasn't. I still throw a lot of picks. I got to make better reads. Maybe I shouldn't get so drunk when I play Madden. I don't know.
Yeah. That would be step one.
I don't usually get really like messed up. I mean, I'll have a few beers, but like sometimes I'm already feeling pretty good, and someone will hit me up to play Madden game, and I'm like, yeah, fuck it. And like that one time, I remember playing Scott Simpson. I messaged him, and I was like, dude, I am really fucked up right now. Like, can we like finish this tomorrow? And he was like, and because he was kicking my ass, and he was like, come on, man, can we just finish it? I was like, all right, yeah, I started it, I'll finish it. I'm like, just hitting X, passing out in my chair, hitting X. It was bad.
Wow.
Luckily, it was like one of the last games of the season.
Yeah, I got rules, but I don't play intoxicated. I don't play sleepy unless it's like like the last game, and then I'm it's a rush because I'm holding up sim. But I definitely have to play with a clear mind, bottle of water, focus, laser focus, man.
I just like like I get my ass kicked a lot on Madden, but like I just play Madden to have fun. Like I always think to myself like one season I'm gonna come out, I'm gonna shock the world, I'm gonna go like undefeated, win the Super Bowl, and then I'm never playing Madden again. But until that happens, here I am.
Shit, stick with it, man.
But
It's this league is yeah, good.
I was just gonna say, we've gone through all the questions, and I mean, unless there's something MLG related or anything that maybe you want to touch on or anything like that, I was gonna say you're 6-0. That's quite the accomplishment to start off like that. Is there any credit that you want to give to any reason to how did you get to 6-0? Is there a player that you drafted, or don't give up too much so guys can't key on you, but what do you think made you 6-0 outside of just being good at the game?
Um, defense. All the credit to my defense, man. The most points I gave up this season is 14.
Yeah,
Yeah, week one I gave up 13 to Dorian. Fern the next week only had 7. J Dug 14. Packers 0. Bucks only gave up 3 points. So in my last game against the Cardinals, they only gave up 6. So defense is playing crazy right now. I'm making all the right reads. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna ride it for as long as I can, man.
hell yeah. I know I'm supposed to play the Bengals, and I haven't heard back from that dude. And then I'm on a bye, and then I gotta play Thomas Richard, and finally Larry for the first time this season, followed by Cody. I don't play you though.
Oh man,
I know,
that's
man.
tough. That's a tough schedule right there.
I know. First I get first at US Bank Stadium I gotta play Larry, and then Cody comes to town, and then I gotta go to US Soldier Field to play Larry, and then I got Scott again, which, Scott, if you're listening, I will not be as fucked up as last time because I owe you an ass whipping. So, and then I play the Niners, Lions, and I finish the season against the Buccaneers. I thought maybe I ended up playing you, but I don't.
That's a tough schedule, man.
I know
That's tough.
I started off against Cowboys, Packers, Lions, Seahawks, Packers again, and then the Steelers, which I got a force win against, 1-6.
But shit, Tuggle should be a good game, man. That's definitely winnable right there.
Yeah, but I ain't heard back from that fool. So I don't know if is he playing his MLG games?
Um, I believe so. I haven't really been really following it.
Right,
Him.
right. I'm trying to look for him here and to tag him in a post, but
Shout out to TB, man. Hate to see him go.
yeah, what the hell was that all about? I mean,
I have no idea. I don't want to speak on it because I don't know. All I
yeah,
know
I
is
mean,
he turned this shit in.
yeah, I seen that, and I was like, I was just kind of like, okay, 'cause like I didn't think he'd be the kind of guy to step out, but yeah, that's it is a bummer. I mean, if he's listening, sorry to see it go. I know during the last draft chat or whatever, fucking E-Dub gave him a bunch of shit.
Yeah, man. He had a lot of bad Madden weight sit on his shoulders.
I know, but
Then I guess
God, I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty funny. That E-Dub guy seems to be quite the character. But as you were saying,
well, oh, as far as yeah, it just seemed like TB had like a lot of bad shit happen as as far as it being a commish. Um, I don't know. I just feel like that last game against Tank. I don't even know what the fuck the score was. But he had enough after that game. That was it.
yeah, I mean, some guys, that's just kind of how it happens. They get to the point where it's like, you know what, fuck this. And I wish I could say I haven't gotten to the point, but I have. But for whatever sick and twisted reason, I keep coming back.
Yeah, man. He threw 5 picks that game. I don't know. We'll never know what really caused him to leave, but
Right.
peace be with him.
But all right, man. Well, I'm gonna wrap up this show here. Um, there was a few listeners, but now there's not. Probably can only catch a little bit. But if anyone actually watches this to completion, um, if you would like to be on Cold Hard Facts and do this, please get a hold of me because I'm not really sure who to have next. I was supposed to have B. Dot, but it didn't really work out. So I was gonna try to get a hold of him, maybe to come on here next week and go from there. So thanks for doing this, Damion. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a good one. I hope that you go all the way.